So tonight example that I'm going to build a content operating system for is Beef and Bun Barbecue right here in Houston. So real Houston barbecue spot right here on West Fuquay. And I'll be honest, this one's pretty personal. So growing up, this is one place that me and my dad used to go to a lot together. Real brisket, real baked potatoes, old school Houston. If you know, you know, right? So we're not building this from some made up coffee shop. This is we're going to build this for a real business that I actually care about, right? And so step one is going to be watch me fill in the prompt. I've already went through like filling in the three pillars for this particular business, and so I'll share that on my screen now. So when you're watching this recording, you can just go through the previous slide and answer these questions, right? For each of these things that you need to fill in order to create this custom app. But so the prompt is to build me a fully functional content operating system as a real web app for Beef and Bun Barbecue. My business is Beef and Bun Barbecue, no frills, Houston barbecue, joint serving brisket, chopped beef, yada, yada, yada. My ideal customer, my content pillars, my channel mix, all the things we just talked about. So build this app with these exact features: a weekly calendar view, a task detail, and side panel. So when any content card is clicked, a slide in panel opens on the right showing the content title, the platform, all these things that kind of help us construct our content to put it out and not feel anxiety because maybe we're missing something, right? So, and then we have a production checklist. So these things have been, when we really dissect a lot of the books and frameworks that we go through in the club, instead of trying to remember how to implement these, we can implement this right into the app. And so that's what's cool, is that you're not putting content out without forgetting things. You're literally going down the list of like, okay, I'm putting out an email for my community. I need a really good hook for my subject. I need a really good opener, and I need a call to action. And for email, it needs to be structured this way. So by embedding this into our content operating system, you now have a workflow that you just go through for each of these content types, right? And you're going to see how cool it comes together when we do this, right? And so that'll be step two. I'm going to copy this entire thing right into the vibe coder. And then step three, I'm going to hit the build button. And then step four, we'll look at it together. So I'm just going through like what we're going to do here next. And so you can kind of see how simple it is. And so this is Beef and Buns. This is the business, right? They don't even have a website, right? So I just want to pick a real business that you can kind of see like they could actually benefit from this, because this is their only way of getting customers. They don't really do Instagram. They don't have any presence outside of that. So, and this is, if your business is similar to them, like no online presence outside of Google reviews, then like something like this could be an absolute game changer as you just decide to start to play the content game. So from here, we're going to go right inside of the studio, and you can see my screen. I'm going to paste in our prompt and I'm going to hit go. So right now it's taking in our prompt and it's basically doing all the coding for us. So that's exactly what vibe coding is. You can basically build anything through natural language. Instead of taking these complex classes on learning how to code, you can take your natural language, which you have all of these different large language models, and use that to create real workable apps, websites, funnels, landing pages in seconds with clear instructions. And so I want to remind you that like this is version one, right? So anytime I build anything or vibe code anything, you just know like the first version isn't going to be perfect. You know, you're going to have to iterate until you like it or until you love like what you built. But like the process of iterating it is so easy. It's basically, if you can give instructions to your child or to your loved ones, like you can give instructions to this vibe coder. And so think about this practice makes you really get clear on what you want. And a lot of people could benefit from this because there's so many things that go on inside of a business owner's mind that we don't really get clear and say, okay, like what things do I want true for me right now? And so even exercises like this let you know, okay, well, I know all these things are important. All these things are important. But if everything's important, nothing's important. So with this, it tells us, okay, if nobody knows about our business, when we create this, if no one knows about our business, then we don't exist. So this is absolutely the most important thing because we have to let people know we're in business, right?